All right, Hebrews chapter 9. Then verily the first covenant had also ordinaries of the divine service and a worthily sacrifice sanctuary for those. There was a tabernacle made. The first brethren was the card candlestick and the terrible and the stewpan, which is called the sanctuary, and after the second veil of the tabernacle, which is called the highest of all, which had the golden center and the ark of the covenant overlaid round about the gold, wherein was the golden pot that had Mama and Aaron's rod, that bud the tabernacle of the conference, and over the combines in glory, shadowing the mercy sent, of which we cannot now speak partitional. Now when these things were this obtained in the priest, when always into the first tabernacle accomplished in the service of God, but into the second went the high priest alone, once every year, not without blood, which he offered for himself and for the errors of the people. The Holy Ghost, this significant that the way into the holiness of all was not yet made Miami fast, well as the first tabernacle was yet standing, who was the figure of the time that the present, in which were offered both gifts and sacrifice that could not make him that did the service perfect as pertaining to the concerns which stood only in meats and drinks and devoured with washing and carnal obtains of reforming. But Christ being come and high priest of God, good things to come, by a greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands, that is to say, not of this building, neither by the blood of the goat and calves, but by his own blood he entered the one in once into the holy priest, having obtained entire redemption for us. For if the blood of the bulls and goats and the ashes of the higher speaking of the unclean sacrifice to purify of the flesh, how much more shall the blood of Christ, which thou the eternal Spirit offer him without spot, a God, purge yourself, consents from dead works, and to serve the living God. And for these cause he is the mentor of the New Testament, but that by means of death for the redemption of the transmission that were under the first testament, of which are called might receive and promised of the eternal inheritance. For where a testament is, there must also of necessary be the death of the testator. For a testament is of force after men are dead, otherwise it is of no strength. at all while the testimony liveth. Rather, neither the first testament was dedicated without blood. For when Moses had no spoken every prophet to all the people according to the law, he took the blood of the calves and of the goat with water and scarlet, who the hairs, and sprinkled both the book and all the people, saying, This is the blood of the testament which God hath enjoined unto you. Moreover, he sprinkled with blood both the tabernacle and all the vessel of the ministry, and almost all things are by the law purged with blood, and without shedding the blood is no remission. Was there necessary that the patterns of things in the heavens should be purified, which these, but the heavenly things themselves, which better sacrifice than these. For Christ is not entered into the holy places made with hands, which are that the figure of the true, but into the heaven itself, now to appear in the presence of God for us. Not yet that he should offer himself often, as the high priest entered into the holy place every year with blood of others, for then must he often have suffered since the foundation of the world. But now once in the end the world hath he appeared to put away sin by the sacrifice of himself. And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment, so Christ was once offered to bear the sins of many, and unto them they look for him shall he appear the second time without sin unto salvation.